This is the story of Erica, an orphan adopted by a kind couple, Michelle and Obesai. For years, she felt loved, like their own child. But everything changed when Michelle miraculously gave birth to 2 daughters, Sharon and Kiera. Erica's life turned upside down after Obesai's tragic accident, leading to shocking discoveries, betrayal, and a struggle for survival. This is a tale of pain, jealousy, deception, and an unexpected twist that changes everything. The first time Erica stepped into Michelle and Obesai's house, she had nothing but a small bag of clothes and a heart full of fear. The world had been cruel to her, but this couple was different. "You are safe here," Obesai said, gently patting her head. "This is your home now." Michelle smiled, placing a plate of hot jollof rice in front of her. "Eat, my dear, you must be hungry." Erica hesitated, looking at the food, then back at their warm faces. Nobody had ever cared for her like this before. Tears welled up in her eyes as she took her first bite. Days turned into months, and Erica started to feel like part of the family. Obesai took her to school and bought her little gifts. Michelle taught her how to cook, braid hair, and fold clothes properly. Erica began to smile again, something she had forgotten how to do. "Daddy," she called Obesai one day without thinking. Obesai laughed and hugged her tightly. "My daughter." Life was good, too good. But happiness has a way of fading when you least expect it. 3 years later, something happened that changed Erica's world forever. Michelle got pregnant. At first, Erica was excited, a baby, a little brother or sister. She watched as Michelle's belly grew, felt the baby kick, and listened to the adults talk about names. "If it's a boy, we'll name him Emmanuel," Obesai said proudly. "And if it's a girl?" Erica asked. Michelle and Obesai exchanged a look. "Sharon or Kiera," Michelle finally said. Then, one evening, while Erica was playing outside, she heard a scream. She ran inside to see Michelle sweating and groaning. Obesai rushed her to the hospital, and Erica waited at home, heart pounding. Hours later, Obesai returned, his face shining with joy. "It's 2 girls. Twins." Erica clapped excitedly, but something in Obesai's eyes made her pause. He was happy, yes, but something had changed. Erica felt it deep in her bones. As the days passed, Erica noticed the shift. Michelle became busy with the babies. Obesai spent more time at work. The house that once felt like a warm hug now felt different. One night, Erica knocked on Michelle's door. "Mommy, can you help me with my homework?" Michelle, holding Sharon in one arm and rocking Kiera with the other, sighed. "Not now, Erica. Go and read by yourself." Erica blinked. Michelle had never turned her away before. Then came the first real pain. One afternoon, Obesai came home with gifts. Erica's heart soared, maybe he bought something for her too. But as he unpacked the bags, there were only toys and clothes for the twins. Erica forced a smile. "Daddy, did you bring anything for me?" Obesai froze, then patted her head. "Next time, my dear. Next time." Erica swallowed the lump in her throat. She told herself it was fine, but deep inside, something whispered, "Your place in this house is changing." And she was right. The morning started like any other. Obesai kissed Michelle goodbye and playfully patted Erica on the head before heading to work. Erica watched from the window, smiling. That afternoon, a loud knock on the door startled Michelle. When she opened it, 2 policemen stood there, their faces serious. "Madam, there has been an accident. Your husband, he didn't make it." Michelle let out a scream so piercing that Erica's heart nearly stopped. She ran to Michelle, confused. "Mommy, what happened? Where is Daddy?" Michelle grabbed Erica's shoulders, shaking her. "He's gone. He's gone." Her voice cracked as she collapsed onto the floor. Erica stood frozen, her little hands trembling. Obesai gone? It didn't make sense. He had just left the house that morning. He had smiled at her. How could he be gone? From that moment, everything changed. 22 years passed after Obesai's death. Erica, Sharon, and Kiera had grown up together, but things were never quite the same after Obesai was gone. One evening, Sharon and Kiera were looking for old family documents when they stumbled upon an adoption paper. It had Erica's name on it. Sharon held up the paper, eyes wide. "What is this?" Kiera snatched it from her. "Adopted? Erica is not our real sister." The room fell silent. The truth hit them like thunder. That night at dinner, Sharon dropped the paper on the table in front of Michelle. "Explain this, Mother." Michelle's hands shook as she picked up the document. "Where did you find this?" "So it's true?" Kiera snapped. "She's not our blood." Michelle sighed. "Erica was adopted before you were born. Your father loved her like his own." Erica's heart pounded. She had always felt different, but hearing it confirmed hurt more than she expected. From that day, nothing was the same. Sharon and Kiera changed overnight. They no longer called Erica sister. They spoke to her with cold, sharp words. "You are not one of us," Sharon snapped one morning. "Stop pretending." Kiera laughed. "No wonder Daddy liked you more, you were just a charity case." Erica tried to ignore them, but even Michelle became distant. Her once loving mother started treating her like an outsider. One evening, Erica walked into the living room and saw Michelle sitting with Sharon and Kiera, whispering. Michelle looked up and sighed. "Erica, maybe it's time you start thinking about moving out." Erica's throat tightened. "Move out? Mommy, why?" Michelle looked away. "You are grown now. You should find your own way." Erica felt like the walls were closing in. The house that once gave her comfort had now become a place of pain. She had nowhere to go. She was no longer safe in her own home. Erica could feel it, the way Michelle looked at her now, the way she spoke to her. It wasn't the same. Before, she had been gentle, kind. Now, every little thing Erica did seemed to annoy her. "Why are you standing there like a statue?" Michelle snapped one evening when Erica hesitated before handing her a cup of water. "Do I have to repeat myself before you move?" Erica quickly gave her the cup, avoiding her gaze. She didn't understand. Was she doing something wrong? It got worse when Sharon and Kiera were around. Every morning, Erica woke up before the twins. She swept, mopped, washed their clothes, and made their breakfast. Michelle no longer did anything, nor did the twins. "Make sure you scrub the floor well," Michelle reminded her one day. "I don't want to see a single stain." As Erica scrubbed, Sharon walked by and kicked a cup of water onto the floor. "Oops," she said, laughing. "Clean that too." Kiera clapped. "Mommy says you must work hard if you want to stay in this house." Erica bit her lip, fighting back tears. She didn't answer. What was the point? Every time Erica thought things couldn't get worse, they did. One night, as she lay on her small mat in the corner of the room, Michelle's voice rang in her ears. "Maybe it's time you start thinking about moving out." Erica stared at the ceiling, her heart heavy. Where would she go? Dinner time was always a painful reminder that Erica no longer belonged. She placed the food on the table, carefully arranging the plates. Michelle sat at the head while Sharon and Kiera laughed, whispering amongst themselves. "Erica, bring the soup." Sharon ordered, not even looking at her. Erica quickly took some soup from the boiling pot, setting it on the table gently. Just as she turned to leave, Kiera smiled mockingly. "Why are you standing there? Serve us." Erica's hands trembled as she scooped the soup into their bowls. As she reached Sharon, Sharon pulled back her plate. "Did I say I wanted that much? Reduce it." Erica obeyed silently, trying to stay calm. She moved to Kiera, but Kiera clicked her tongue. "Did you wash your hands? I don't want your dirty hands near my food." Sharon burst into laughter. "She should eat in the kitchen. She doesn't belong at this table." Erica swallowed hard. Michelle said nothing, she didn't even glance in Erica's direction. The message was clear: Erica was ignored, just a servant in her own home. With her head down, Erica picked up her plate and walked to the kitchen. She sat on the cold, old floor, eating alone as their laughter echoed in the dining room. The next morning, Michelle called Erica into the sitting room. She handed her a few Naira notes. "Take this money and go to the market," Michelle said. "Buy the things on this list, and don't be careless. If you lose it, you won't eat for a week." Erica nodded. She carefully hid the money under a cloth. She had learned long ago not to argue. She went outside to fetch a bucket of water to rinse a dress Michelle had told her to wash. When she returned to the spot where she had kept the cloth, she froze. Her heart pounded. The money was gone. She checked the floor, under the chair, behind the door, nothing. Panic gripped her. She searched again, turning over every item she could find. Sharon and Kiera strolled in, smiling. "What are you looking for?" Sharon asked, arms crossed. The money Mommy gave me," Erica stammered. Kiera pretended to be surprised. "Oh no, you lost it?" "Ah, you're in trouble." Erica's breath quickened. "Did you see it?" "Please, it was right here." Sharon raised an eyebrow. "Why are you asking us? Did we touch your money? Maybe it disappeared into thin air." Kiera laughed. "Or maybe you never had any money to begin with." Tears welled in Erica's eyes. She knew something was wrong, but she had no proof, and Michelle? Michelle would never believe her. "Where's my money?" Michelle's voice thundered through the house. Erica stood in front of her, hands clasped together. "Mommy, I don't know what happened. I left it right there. Michelle's slap came so fast Erica barely saw it. Pain burned through her cheek. "So you're calling me a fool?" Michelle snapped. "You lost my money and now you want to lie?" "I'm not lying, I swear." Erica pleaded, her voice shaking. Sharon and Kiera stood in the corner, watching the scene with amusement. Michelle turned to them. "Did any of you see the money?" "No, Mommy," Sharon said sweetly. "Maybe Erica just misplaced it." Kiera nodded. "Or maybe she used it to buy something for herself." Michelle turned back to Erica, eyes blazing. "You will not eat for 1 week. Maybe hunger will teach you a lesson." Erica's stomach twisted. She wanted to scream, to fight back, to tell Michelle to check Sharon and Kiera's things. But what was the point? Michelle wouldn't believe her. As she walked away, Sharon whispered, "Good luck surviving the week." Kiera laughed. "Next time, be more careful." Erica felt the walls of the house closing in. She had lost the little security she had left, and for the first time, she realized she was truly alone. Erica had a strong feeling that Sharon had taken the money, but she had no proof. She decided to confront Michelle anyway. "Mommy, I think Sharon took the money," Erica said hesitantly. Michelle turned to her, her face twisting in anger. "So now you are accusing your own sister? How dare you?" "But Mommy, Before Erica could finish, Michelle raised her hand again. Erica pulled back, bracing for another slap. "You are ungrateful. After all I have done for you, you dare open your mouth to insult my child. If you ever mention this again, you will regret it." Erica lowered her head, blinking back tears. She had no one on her side. One evening, while fetching water, Erica met Kelvin. He was well-dressed and had a warm smile. "Hi," he said. "You look like you need a friend." Erica hesitated. No one had spoken to her kindly in a long time. "I'm Kelvin," he continued. "And you are?" "Erica," she said softly. They talked for a while, and for the first time in ages, Erica felt heard. Could she really trust him? Sharon noticed Erica talking to Kelvin and her eyes darkened with jealousy. "Who does she think she is?" Sharon hissed. Kiera smiled. "Don't worry, we will make sure he loses interest in her." They began plotting, determined to take Kelvin away from Erica. Michelle watched Kelvin closely. She had noticed how his eyes lit up whenever he saw Erica. A wealthy young man like him wasting time on a nobody? Michelle wouldn't allow it. One afternoon, as Kelvin arrived at the house to visit Erica, Michelle intercepted him at the gate. "Kelvin, my son," she said, forcing a smile. "I wanted to talk to you about something important." Kelvin paused. "Yes, ma'am, is something wrong?" Michelle sighed, shaking her head as if burdened by deep sadness. "It's about Erica. I see you care about her, and as her mother, I feel I should be honest with you." Kelvin frowned. "Honest about what?" Michelle leaned in slightly. "She's engaged." Kelvin's face hardened. "Engaged to who?" "A young man named Austin, a hard-working security officer," Michelle said smoothly. "They have been planning their wedding. I just didn't want you to waste your time." Kelvin's jaw tightened. He took a step back. "She never mentioned that." Michelle sighed again. "Maybe she didn't know how to tell you. I didn't want you to find out too late and be heartbroken. I hope you understand." Kelvin forced a smile. "I see. Thank you for telling me, ma'am." As he turned to leave, Michelle smiled. She had done what needed to be done. Inside the house, Erica waited for Kelvin, but he never came. That evening, Michelle called Erica into her room. Sharon and Kiera stood nearby, pretending to be uninterested, but their smiles said otherwise. "Erica, you are no longer a child," Michelle began, looking her up and down. "It's time for you to settle down." Erica's heart pounded. "Settle down? What do you mean?" Michelle smiled coldly. "I have arranged for you to meet a good man, Austin. He works as a security officer. He is responsible and ready to marry you." Erica's stomach twisted. But I don't want to get married." Kiera laughed mockingly. "Who do you think you are? Do you think a rich man will come and marry you? Just accept what you get." Sharon laughed. "Exactly. Or do you want to be in this house forever, eating free food?" Erica turned to Michelle, pleading, "Mommy, please. I don't love him. I don't even know him." Michelle's smile vanished. "You will marry him. That is final. If you refuse, you can pack your things and leave my house tonight." Erica's hands trembled. "Where will I go?" Michelle shrugged. "That is not my problem." Tears filled Erica's eyes. She looked at Sharon and Kiera, who watched her like hungry lions enjoying her suffering. She was trapped. Michelle sat in the living room with Sharon, a tricky smile playing on her lips. "1 month," she whispered. "We have only 1 month to make sure Erica is married off and out of this house." Sharon laughed. "She has no idea what's coming. Austin thinks she is already interested." Michelle nodded. "Good. I spoke to the pastor today. The wedding date is set." Kiera walked in, overhearing the conversation. "Mom, are you sure this will work? What if she refuses?" Michelle laughed. "She has no choice. By the time she finds out, it will be too late." Meanwhile, Erica sat in her room, staring at the ceiling. Something felt off. Michelle had been acting strangely, whispering with Sharon all the time. Erica had a bad feeling, but she had no idea what was coming. A week later, Michelle called Erica into the living room. Austin was sitting there, a confident smile on his face. "Sit down, Erica," Michelle ordered. Erica hesitated before obeying. Austin cleared his throat. "Erica, I have spoken to your mother, and I want to make it official. I am ready to marry you." Erica's heart dropped. "Marry?" My voice was barely a whisper. "But I never agreed to this." Michelle shot her a warning look. "Erica, this is a blessing. Austin is a good man, you should be grateful." Austin leaned forward. "I will take care of you. You won't have to worry about anything." Erica shook her head. "I don't love you. I don't even know you." Sharon laughed. "Like you have a choice." Michelle sighed in frustration. "If you refuse this marriage, You can leave my house today, and don't expect to take anything with you. Erica's chest tightened. She was trapped again. Looking at Austin, she felt sick. He was smiling as if he had already won. So? Austin asked, his tone impatient. Erica's hands clenched into fists. She wanted to scream, to run, but where would she go? She had nowhere, no one. Michelle folded her arms. Well, Erica, are you accepting or walking out that door forever? Tears welled up in Erica's eyes. She looked at the door, at the world outside, then at Michelle, who had never truly loved her. She had no choice. She swallowed her pain and forced the words out. Yes. Austin smiled. Michelle clapped her hands. Sharon and Kiera laughed. Erica felt the walls closing in. Her fate was sealed. Erica lay awake that night, staring at the ceiling. She had to do something. She couldn't marry Austin, but what could she do? She had no money, no place to go. The next morning, she gathered courage and approached Michelle. Mommy, please, she said, her voice shaking. I can't marry Austin. I don't love him. Michelle's expression darkened. Are you still talking about this? I thought we settled it. I beg you, Mommy, don't do this to me. Erica pleaded, tears forming in her eyes. Michelle crossed her arms. If you don't marry Austin, you will leave this house today with nothing. No food, no clothes, no place to sleep. Do you want a bed on the street? Sharon leaned against the doorway, smiling. Go ahead, Erica, let's see where you end up. Erica's hands trembled. She turned to Kiera, hoping for sympathy. Kiera just shook her head. You're lucky Austin wants you. Michelle stepped closer. So what is it going to be? Marry Austin and have a home, or walk out and suffer? Erica looked around the room. It wasn't home anymore, but outside, there was nothing for her. Her voice was barely a whisper. I will marry him. Austin took her to his house. It was nothing like Michelle's. The walls were cracked, the roof leaked, and the air smelled damp. This is where we will live? Erica asked weakly. Austin threw his bag on the floor. What were you expecting, a palace? Erica swallowed hard. Austin laughed. You better get used to it and start cooking. I don't like a lazy wife. Erica's stomach twisted. She looked around the small, broken-down house. There was no running water. The tiny kitchen had only one old pot. She had gone from one prison to another. That night, she lay on a thin mattress, staring at the ceiling. The air was thick with disappointment. She had thought Michelle's house was the worst place to be. She was wrong. One afternoon, Erica sat outside her tiny house, washing clothes in a rusted basin. The sun burned hot above her, and sweat dripped from her forehead. Just as she wrung out the last cloth, she heard laughter. So this is where you live now? Sharon's voice rang out mockingly. Erica looked up and saw Sharon and Kiera standing near the entrance, their eyes scanning the house with amusement. Sharon covered her nose dramatically. Ah, what is the smell? Kiera, can you breathe? Kiera laughed. I can't. I feel like I might faint. How does she even survive here? Erica clenched her fists but remained silent. She wouldn't give them the satisfaction of seeing her pain. Sharon stepped closer, lowering her voice. Look at you. From our house to this rat hole. I told you, Erica, you were never one of us. Kiera nodded. We came to see how our dear sister is enjoying her new life, and from the looks of it, she glanced at the cracked walls and the broken wooden door. It's worse than we imagined. Erica's throat tightened. Why are you here? She asked quietly. Sharon smiled. To remind you of what you lost, and to tell you that Mommy is doing just fine without you. Kiera folded her arms. You should have stayed quiet and obeyed her. Maybe you would still be in a comfortable house instead of this dump. Erica forced herself to breathe. You can laugh all you want. I may be struggling, but at least I'm free. Sharon laughed. Free? Look at you, washing clothes outside like a maid. What kind of freedom is this? They both burst into laughter again before turning to leave. Enjoy your new life, Erica, if you can call this living, Sharon said over her shoulder. Erica watched them walk away, their laughter echoing in her ears. A tear slipped down her cheek, but she quickly wiped it away. She would not break. Not now. Days turned into weeks, and Erica started noticing strange things about Austin. He always left the house at odd hours, returning with expensive perfumes and new, clean clothes. But whenever she asked about money for food, he claimed he was broke. One evening, as Erica cleaned the small sitting room, a piece of paper fell from Austin's jacket pocket. She picked it up and read it. Her hands began to shake. Bank statement. The balance was more money than she had ever seen. Just then, Austin entered. He saw the paper in her hands and snatched it away. What are you doing? He asked. Erica took a step back. Austin, you said we had no money, but this says otherwise. Austin's face darkened. Mind your business, Erica. You don't need to know where my money comes from. Erica stared at him, realization dawning. You've been lying. You're not poor. Austin smiled. And what will you do about it? Leave? You have nowhere to go. Erica felt a chill. Who was this man she had married? One night, Erica couldn't sleep. She sat up in bed, listening as Austin spoke in hushed tones outside. Curiosity got the best of her, and she crept to the window. Everything is going as planned, Austin was saying to someone on the phone. She thinks I'm just a poor security officer. She has no idea who I really am. Erica's heart pounded. She pressed her ear closer. Once the time is right, I will tell her, Austin continued. She will regret ever doubting me. Erica stepped back, her mind spinning. Austin had been playing a game all along. Who was he really? The next morning, she confronted him. Who are you, Austin? Tell me the truth. Austin smiled slowly. I am a businessman, Erica, a very rich one. I only pretended to be poor to test your loyalty. Erica's stomach twisted. Everything had been a lie. Austin smiled again. Erica felt like she was trapped again, but this time in a different kind of prison. Austin parked his sleek black car in front of Michelle's house. Erica sat beside him, her heart pounding. She hadn't been here for months, not since she had been forced out. Now she was returning, not as a beggar, but as a woman with power. Austin glanced at her. Are you ready? Erica nodded slowly. Let's do this. They stepped out of the car and walked to the front door. Michelle opened it, her face twisting in confusion. What are you doing here? She asked coldly. Sharon and Kiera appeared behind her, smiling. Oh, look who decided to come back. Sharon sneered. Are you here to beg for food? Austin smiled. Far from it. We actually came to share some good news. Michelle folded her arms. What news? Austin pulled out his phone and showed them a picture of his mansion. Erica and I are moving into our new home. And before you say anything, yes, it's ours. She is now richer than all of you combined. Silence filled the air. Michelle's mouth fell open. Sharon's smile vanished, and Kiera clutched the door frame. You're lying. Sharon finally managed to say. Austin laughed. I have no reason to lie. Unlike you, I don't need to impress anyone. Erica stepped forward, meeting Michelle's stunned gaze. You threw me out like trash. You made me feel worthless. But look at me now. I have everything I need, and I didn't need you to get it. Michelle swallowed hard. Erica, save it, Erica cut her off. I didn't come here for apologies. I just wanted you to see what you lost. Sharon's face twisted with jealousy. So what? Just because you have money now, you think you're better than us? Erica smiled. No, but I know I'm free. And that's something you'll never be. Michelle's eyes darted between Erica and Austin, her mind racing. Maybe we can fix this, she said quickly. We're still family. Don't forget where you came from. Austin pulled out a brown envelope from his pocket and tossed it onto the table. 1 million naira, he said casually. Consider it Erica's bride price. Michelle's hands shook as she reached for the envelope. She looked inside, and her eyes grew wide at the new money. Sharon and Kiera gasped. Wait. Sharon said loudly. You're giving her all this money for what? Austin smiled. To cut all ties. Erica doesn't need you anymore. This is just so you don't ever come begging. Michelle's face fell. She clutched the envelope like it was her last hope. Erica, please, you can come home. We can be a family again. Erica looked at her, the woman who had cast her aside. I already have a family, and it's not here. With that, she turned and walked away, Austin beside her. As they reached the car, Erica took one last look at the house. She felt nothing, no pain, no longing, just freedom. She was finally free. Days after Erica and Austin left, Michelle's house was filled with tension. Sharon and Kiera had always been close, but now they turned on each other. You ruined everything. Sharon shouted, throwing a glass of water on the floor. If you hadn't been so wicked to Erica, we wouldn't be suffering now. Kiera laughed. Me? What about you? You laughed at her, you mocked her. Now you want to blame me? Michelle sat in a corner, rubbing her forehead. Enough, both of you, she snapped. Instead of fighting, figure out how we will survive. Erica was our chance, and now she's gone. Sharon clenched her fists. Austin was supposed to be my husband. If Erica didn't exist, he would have chosen me. Kiera rolled her eyes. Please, you were never his type. Michelle stood up. Stop this nonsense. The money Austin gave us is all we have left. If we waste it, we'll have nothing. Sharon and Kiera stared at each other. For the first time, they realized Erica had truly won, and there was nothing they could do about it. This story teaches us that kindness and patience always win in the end. Those who betray and mistreat others will eventually face the consequences of their actions. Never give up on yourself, even when others do. Your success will speak for you.